We spend a good bit of time talking to you about what we do here at Family Financial Partners. But as the late Steve Jobs once said, and I quote, "I'm as proud of what we don't do as I am of what we do." This is what some psychologists refer to as a pertinent negative. From time to time, we have clients come in and they bring us a proposal from another firm in town that involves a product such as an equity indexed annuity, or EIAs for short. Oftentimes, the client has attended a steak dinner where they were educated about these amazing products and guarantees that they'll never lose money and always make money. That seems like a no-brainer, without fully understanding how these products work. In addition, we hear, "I was told that outside of initial setup fees, EIAs are inexpensive." Okay, time out. Note from Dave here. Anytime a financial professional talks in non-specific terms or uses phrases like inexpensive, well, that can mean completely different things to different people. And anytime they use words like that are vague, my advice is for you to run away. Okay, back. They're clearly misleading you, or at least not being straight with you about the opportunity costs as well as the real costs. Clients ask us why we don't recommend such wonderful and worry-free products to address their safety concerns during these volatile markets. The way I answer this is that there's no such thing as a free steak dinner, and all these EIA guarantees typically do come with a real cost. More fees, yes, and also an opportunity cost. See, in EIAs, you're not able to fully participate in the markets, and your money may be tied up for a long period of time. To top it all off, rather than building out a portfolio for you with several different investment solutions with varying degrees of liquidity, I typically see these types of guys that sell these things telling folks to put all their money into these solutions. And why wouldn't you if it was so great? I also know that these guys who tell you to buy these things do so because they often lack the licenses that we have to maintain. And they're governed by different rules than we are. EIAs are often the best thing they have to offer, but that doesn't make them right for you. Here's a simple example. Let's imagine for a second that I own a hammer company. And you come in and ask me, "Hey Dave, what's the best way to pound this nail into the wall?" My answer? Well, that's easy. A hammer. So then a couple months go by and you come back and you say, "Hey, I need to open this paint can over here. What should I use?" My answer? A hammer. Down the road a few weeks, later you come back and you say, "Dave, my mortal enemy is driving me crazy and I need to take someone out, if you know what I mean. What can I use in this situation?" After some careful consideration, I tell you, a hammer. This all makes sense, right? Finally, you come back to my business and say, "Dave, hey, I'm doing some cooking. What should I use to slice these tomatoes that I have?" My response? Use a hammer. Now, I'm not saying that a hammer is bad all the time, nor am I suggesting that all annuities are bad. But it's very important to have someone working as a fiduciary for you, who's truly examining what the best solutions are for you and your objectives, your risk tolerance, your liquidity needs, and keep in mind your tax bracket for you. At the end of the day, you want your financial planning team to have an entire toolbox of options, not just a hammer. We know you hear and read about different types of solutions that perhaps we haven't talked to you about, and we encourage you to stay informed. There's nothing wrong with good education. But feel free to ask us about these items anytime, because we're here to help and answer your questions. I can tell you that the majority of the time, it's not that we don't know about these products and solutions. It's that we don't think that they're right for your needs. As always, let us know if there have been any financial or health changes in your life that require us to update your plan and your strategy. That's what we're here for.